And what of the salary? What would you say?
I have never worked inside the private. More than £30 an hour, and she was so happy to do.
Okay.
Only for her to get there and realize the patients were almost 30 and she was the only nurse. Those who work outskirts of London, their salary is higher. So high.
Go.
I'm not running. I'm not going to answer that question.
Are you searching?
No answer.
She's been searched for herself.
The rent is 1,200 minus council tax in the other. I wish I could work less but earn more, but not work more and earn more, you know.
Hi Suzzy.
Hi Nanelle.
I'm happy to have you here on the channel. Welcome.
My pleasure is all mine too.
So can you tell us your name, where you're originally from, and something little about your nursing career?
My name is Susanna Minta. I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
A registered mental health nurse.
A registered mental health nurse.
Yes.
Okay. So finally we have a mental health nurse here. All right. So where did you school in Ghana?
For senior high school, I went to Accra Girls.
Okay.
And then for my nursing training, I went to Pantine Mental Health Nursing Training School. And
where did you work after school?
After school, I did my service, the general aspect at Legon University Hospital and the psychiatry at Pantine Hospital. Then after the national service, I was posted to Pantine Hospital and I was working on a female acute ward. Okay.
So how long have you been practicing as a nurse?
So I completed mental health nursing in Ghana in 2016.
Okay.
And then did my national service between 2017 and 2018 and got posted in 2019. So basically it's been 4 years.
4 years. So you're still very young.
Yeah, in the nursing profession.
And when did you come to the UK? In other words, how long have you been here?
I came here last year September, so basically I'm just a year.
Just a year.
Few weeks old. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are a mental health nurse.
Yes.
So you wrote the mental health CBT.
Yes, I did.
How is that called? How is that one called?
It's CBT, but mental health nursing.
Okay. And people struggle to get like study materials, and people keep asking me how to get study materials for the mental health nursing CBT. How did you get study materials? Was it difficult? How did you prepare yourself for that?
It was also very difficult because I realized that most of all the past questions that people had was only adult nursing,
okay,
and no mental health nursing. So I joined a lot of WhatsApp groups, and through one of the groups I met a mental health nurse who is here, and he said he also reached out to other people. So he got questions from somebody in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And through that, he shared the question he had with me and gave me some other mental health materials that I could read for the exams. And I also think it was by the grace of God, because on that day the type of questions I saw, they were questions I've never seen, you know. So
it had nothing to do with the more questions you had seen previously?
No.
There was nothing familiar?
Some of them, you know, because of the experience you have as a nurse, you could use your experience to choose a good answer, but I had not seen them before. So
what advice would you give to a mental health nurse trying to prepare for the CBT?
I think 60% of the questions are general nursing.
So the person can prepare with...
So if you are able to master very well the general aspect and read as wide as possible with the mental health nursing, you will surely make it. Also use your experience, and some of the questions are common sense anyway.
When you say read as wide with the mental health, what kind of materials are you talking about? They are normal, whatever country they are from, they are normal mental health books, or are there specific study materials for mental health UK?
Yeah, so when you register to write the CBT mental health nursing, you are given some materials to go through.
That's fine.
So those materials, you find some mental health questions and topics in there.
Okay.
So you could try and, you know, address yourself with that.
Okay.
Then add the general aspect and you should be fine.
Okay. Can I put your handle, are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Are you on Facebook?
I am, but I'm not a very active social
media. Can I leave your handle on the screen so that if anyone wants to contact you for whatever,
yeah,
they could?
Can.
All right. So which agency did you come with?
I came with an agency called, the hospital I work for is Signet Healthcare.
It's what?
Signet Healthcare.
Okay.
But the agency itself, no, they work under Signet. They only recruit for Signet. So
they only recruit for the mental health?
Yeah, they only recruit mental health nurses for Signet.
For mental health, did you struggle getting a job? Was it difficult?
Oh, yes. I think I'm one of the few people who had to get her decision letter, and even after the decision letter, as far as 2 months, I still didn't have an employer.
Wow. But I thought you people are like hot cake here because we have a lot of like mental health institutions here.
But the thing is, a lot of opportunities were at the care homes, and I had told myself, based on the reports I've gotten from a few friends who had gone ahead to work at the care home, I didn't want the care home. So I had opportunities. I did interviews for some care homes, but then I realized even though I had offers for the care homes, I didn't want to go to a care home. I wanted to work in my main field, which is mental health nursing, adult mental health nurse, not dementia care or any of the other.
Okay. So do you work would you say where you work is a hospital?
Yeah, I work in a rehab hospital.
It's a rehab hospital.
Rehab.
So it's a private institution.
It's a private hospital.
I know you've not worked in a care home or worked with the NHS, but what's the difference between the care home, the NHS, and the private?
I haven't worked, in the NHS, as you
But from what you've heard,
from what I've heard, it looks like the NHS offers more opportunity.
Even compared to the private?
Even compared to the private. So my company, we do have a lot of trainings. Every month we have a lot of trainings that we do. But I haven't worked in the NHS. But it looks like they do more as compared to us. So
they do more as in?
They offer them, a lot more training. Even though we do some training, I think the NHS do more.
Okay. And what of the salary? What would you say?
I have never worked inside the private. So I wouldn't know, but I think, I'm okay with my salary. Even though, there could be more. I wish I could work less but earn more, but not work more and earn more,
Please, I'm confused here. Are you paying more than NHS and care home nurses, or it's the same, or it's lower?
Those who work outskirts of London, their salary is higher. So high that I was even thinking of, going outskirts of London too, but I think I prefer London. But it depends on your location. So depending on the site, you can earn more.
Okay. So you live in London?
Yeah, I live in London.
What kind of accommodation? 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom?
I live in a 2-bedroom.
And how much are you paying for the 2-bedroom?
The rent is 1,200 minus council tax and the other bills. And I share it with someone, so like £600 a month. Okay. Which is some way okay, because houses here can be expensive, way more than that.
Okay. So what's your contracted hours?
On my contract is 38.5.
Okay.
Every day you're supposed to work 12 hours.
Are you paid for your breaks?
It's unpaid break.
Unpaid break. So take us through a normal shifts at the rehab. What happened?
You're supposed to start work by 7:45. That is if you are starting a long day. And for night, 7:45 in the evening. So after we come, we go and take up on our patients, check on the number of patients to be sure at least everybody is around. We also do medication counts in case you have any controlled drugs or drugs liable for misuse. We check all that to be sure everything is okay, and then we take over from the staff handling the previous staff. Then after that, depending on what you are doing for the day, if you are the nurse in charge, you will have to do an allocation, telling each staff what they're supposed to do. Okay. Because we do ops, we do vitals, we do meds, and we sometimes help some of these patients with food. So since some of them have choking risk. So after that, we also go through our patient care plan if they need any update during the day too. Sometimes some of these patients need to be scheduled for appointment with their GP, who can be the dentist or specialist with the cardiology. zoologists or whatever, you know, departments they need agent attention for. So depending on the type of leave the patient has, you either escort the patient with staff or they go alone.
Have any plans of leaving there to the NHS or to like a care home?
No. As for the care home, as I said earlier, it's not a place I want to explore at all.
Don't listen to people too much.
No, but I still don't like it because there was this nurse, one of our nurses said one time she was looking for extra shift, you know, to get some extra money, and she saw this advertised, you know, some agency called her for a shift they were paying like more than £30 an hour, and she was so happy to do.
Okay.
Only for her to get there and realize the patients were almost 30 and she was the only nurse with 2 carers. And she took so long to do the evening medication that she was like, it's not worth it. So, and the other experiences of other nurses who've worked at the care home, they are not so encouraging. So, I don't think I'd like to put myself through that.
What's with the NHS?
So, with the NHS, based on the good, you know, it's true, as they say, every, you know, place of work has its own challenges. But they seem to have a very good network. So maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Go to the NHS. Okay.
So for people who are mental health nurses in Ghana and other places, Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean, and are interested in coming to work in a like mental health facility, what advice would you give them in terms of finding an employer? Maybe based on what you are saying now, they would also not want to work with a care home or an NHS. How would they be able to find a job, considering the fact that you struggle to get where you are? Like how can their process be easier?
They just need to speak with the right agency, because there are a lot of agencies recruiting for NHS, you know, mental health institutions and also private institutions. I got delayed because during that time, that was when they had posted us, and I was trying to, you know, get a hang of things, working at a new place. Even though I trained at Pantine Hospital, the ward I was in, a female ward, I had never, during my service, I didn't work on a female ward, so it was quite new. So I had to find my feet, and because I thought, oh, there were a lot of agencies, so if I wait and the decision letter comes, it's going to be easier for me to get an employer, which was bad on my side, because if I had taken the initiative earlier, when I took my document to the NMC, I'm sure I would have gotten an employer way early. So my advice is, right after you submit all your documents to the NMC, and you know it's just left with them to provide you with your decision letter, that will be the time for you to look for an employer, so that by the time the decision letter comes, at least you know you have a foot to step on.
Okay, that's nice. Do you call your people like patients or residents? What's the term? Because in a care home, I know we use residents.
So our patients, they are service users for us, because we are rendering a service to them.
Okay.
So we treat them with all the care and respect that they deserve. And with mental health nursing, and you work in the field, you get to realize that it's no respecter of persons. So you need to treat them with compassion too, because it might be me the next time who will be in their shoes as a patient. So
that's true.
How I want to be treated when I should fall sick in the future, that's the same way that we try to treat them.
Averagely, how many patients or service users do you have to deal with at each shift personally? The ratio of the service user to nurse?
So on my unit, we have, when the ward is full, we have 17 patients.
17 patients to one nurse?
No. So, depending on the number of patients we have, it determines the number of staff we have on the units. So if we have a full ward, that's 17 patients, we work with 2 nurses and a 3.7 support worker. That 0.7
half day.
It's half day, so that person will work between 9 and 5 to support us with most of the activities we do during the day. But ideally, we work with 2 nurses with 3 support workers. So if you divide 17 with 5, it means each person will be working with 3, maximum 4 patients. There are days that we are even more.
2 nurses and then 3 carers.
Yeah, but some days there are more nurses. On days that we do ward rounds, for example, there are more nurses.
Okay.
An extra nurse, because she'll be doing the ward round. So
Do you have doctors like floating around the rehab, or
yeah, we have an on-call doctor who is at the units Monday to Friday.
Really?
9 to 5. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's
we
cool.
We have a psychologist too. We have OT and OT technicians and ward manager and the nurses. So
that's fine. So what would you say the main difference between like mental health nursing in Ghana is compared to like UK?
So the even though Ghana we have laws that's supposed to help the mental health patient, they are not really active in full force. But here in this country, the Mental Health Act really works, and patient really has a right. And everything that you do, you need to put the patient into consideration. Make sure you are doing it with the patient's best interests at heart. And so the patients have more say as compared to Ghana, where family members can even decide what you do to a patient.
Okay.
Over here, it's not like that.
Are you single? Are you dating? Are you married?
Next question.
Oh, please. Are you married?
I'm not married, but...
Are you single?
Yeah, I'm not one man. I'm not going to answer that question.
Are you searching?
No answer.
She's been searched for by someone.
Okay. You are a Jehovah's Witness, yeah? Okay. Did you struggle finding like a Jehovah's Witness church you got to the UK?
No. So when I think I got here on a Tuesday, and on a Wednesday, the hotel that I was booked in on the Tuesday, it wasn't the same place I was booked in on the Wednesday. So the new place I went, when I got there, because I did not have anything with a UK network, I didn't have any internet. But fortunately for me, the other hotel I got in, they had Wi-Fi. So when I logged in, the first thing I did was search for the nearest Kingdom Hall near me.
Okay.
And it was just 18-minute walk.
Okay.
I didn't know then that I could take a bus, which was just less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I just used my Google map on the following day, Thursday, follow the map, and fortunately for me, I found the Kingdom Hall. Okay. So I came here on Tuesday, but on the Thursday I went for meetings.
Wow.
And then I got an apartment on the Friday, and where I moved to, when I got there on the Friday, Saturday morning, I just got up, dressed up, and what I was doing was looking for a Kingdom Hall. So again, I put in Kingdom Hall nearest to me. Started walking because I didn't know that the Oyster card or bank card could take you anywhere so far as you know where you're going.
Okay.
I didn't also know there was an app that you could put in your location to take you there easily. So most of the things I did walking. So I walked, and whilst walking, I walked for more than 30 minutes, and I saw some witnesses doing public, witnessing. I approached them and told them I was looking for a Kingdom Hall, and through our conversation, I got to realize that I was actually in the same congregation with the parents of the man.
That's nice.
The gentleman. So he told me to wait, that there was actually a Kingdom Hall just 10 minutes walk from where I live. He took me home, and the following Sunday, that Sunday, they came for me, took me to the Kingdom Hall, and yeah.
So in other words, you did not struggle, you just searched on Google.
Search on Google. Just put it in Kingdom Hall, nearest Kingdom Hall. And I think when you go to our JW website and you go to our meetings, when you click in your location and you search for Kingdom Hall near you, it also gives you the same thing. It also gives you.
Is the worship the same as in Ghana?
It's the same, because
exactly
we do the same thing.
The same.
It's the same thing.
And do you have lots of blacks in the church here?
It's multi, racial.
Okay.
But I'm in a tree congregation, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a tree congregation.
Wow. How many members for the tree congregation?
For
those of you who don't know what tree is the local dialect in Ghana. Okay.
Yeah, we have over 50 publishers, and so because we are in London and people keep moving in and moving out, sometimes the figures go up, other times they come down. But all in all, it's not difficult to find a Kingdom Hall when you're in the UK here. They are everywhere.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming over. I enjoyed this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And please, I'm very sure people have lots of questions that I forgot to ask. So please, whenever I post this video, kindly go to the comment section and answer all your questions that will be there, because I'm very sure I already have answers to them. So thank you very, very much.
All right,
okay.
so I'll do that. Thank you too.
before.
Yeah, and